All right, let's get ready for Avowed. Let me mute the YouTube stream and then I'll be good to go. Bam. And remove my webcam. Back over to here-ish. Continue. So we made it to the capital settlement in Galloway's Tusks. We talked with a bunch of the dwarves. Oh, mouse isn't locked to my screen. Hold.
How about you?
How about me?
Why settle in Fjord? A living.
We Solace Key was where we just came out of. We talked to all the dwarves there. The captain of the rangers that are out here, he's missing. It seems like one of the council members, there's two council members. The lady council member sent him away to keep him busy or something. She promised that he's not harmed, that he's just being kept in check or whatever. I don't know exactly why. We'll figure out that why. So we're going far away to find him, essentially, because his lover is worried about him. And then the other council member, the male, he's talking about working with the Steel Garrotes and how we should work with the Steel Garrotes to bring trade to Solace Keep, because their people are going to die if we don't do so, because they're so stuck in their old ways and shit like that. But that would mean working with the Steel Garrote. We just can't. We can't let that happen. We could maybe broker trade with them. So he's ready to sell out Solace Keep to the Steel Garrote, so we got to stop him and stop the Steel Garrote, essentially. They're a bunch of bad people. And yeah, it's kind of where we're at right now. There are a couple bounties still in the area. And yeah, we don't got much in the area. We'll see how we're feeling. I definitely want to finish up the zone, but then kind of go from there.
Has godless ruins everywhere.
Aside from meeting the love of my life there, you mean?
What? You figured out he was the love of your life all in a day?
If you'd seen what he'd done the night before, he'd be the love of your life, too.
Hey, yo. That is dirty. We're gonna talk with all our people here after nothing in the stash, after I chunk down some things. And we're gonna hold on to Whisper of Exiles, but we're going with like a wand melee build because we got the star metal worked on, so that allowed us to get a legendary weapon, which is gonna be big. But we need to upgrade this. This can't go legendary, so that's an issue. But we are way far off from leveling up any of these ones to legendary as well. So we're just gonna deal with this being at max level, but since we have a lot of these up level, like since we have a lot of points into Fireball and Blizzard, we'll essentially be upcasting these. So that'll be nice to have. Same with Crackling Bolt. So they're hitting almost legendary status in terms of damage, so we're fine there. There's nothing to sell or chunk down, so let's just see what we can upgrade. Upgrades, weapons, nothing. We can't upgrade anything. God damn it. Maybe I did this last time we played. I don't know. We have an enchantment for the weapon though. Andra's offense. Full combo attack gives the hit enemy minus 20% damage for 15 seconds. Full combo attack gives them hit enemy minus 40% damage for 15 seconds. Successful parry deals high stun and frost accumulation to nearby enemies. We're gonna go with this one. So if we do a full combo with the sword, it reduces the damage the enemy does. That's huge as well.
usually my admirers hide their stares.
Oh, I wasn't, I mean, you do look lovely, but...
And Kai is smitten.
All this time on the road, and you look as fresh as spring berries. I just wondered how you do it.
It took a while to find a product that works.
Any tips for scales? No matter how much
Kai
I
wants to
scrub,
talk.
I never
I'm
feel
gonna go
like
through and talk
I'm
with
letting
everyone
the
just to make
dust
sure.
Darling, sweetheart, I would love to build a regimen for you. Next time we go back to Fjord, we'll make a quick stop at my usual supplier.
It's a date.
How adorable.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
Mahala is just trying to protect her people.
Old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
No one should enter the garden, but we're doing it. We're going to do it
That's the
anyways.
spirit. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way.
I want to ask about you.
For you, anything.
That's enough for now. Get some rest.
If I must.
Oh yeah, the steel garrote are like in a mountain that's supposed to be the alternate path to the garden. So
We really must
see how that
keep waiting
goes.
like this. People will talk.
we can tell me about the godless.
Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called them, they arrived on the
All
ship.
right, we already have heard all this.
But well, rather, don't be
We've already heard all this. Let's not for now. Get some rest.
always.
All right, let's talk with Marius. We have a quest to go find a village
boy.
that he used to live in.
Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace, thinking about the village.
What about it?
What if I get there and... Oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
You're stronger than all that, Marius. You'll overcome this.
I appreciate that, Envoy. I just wish I believed it. There was a story. The warden who saw the future.
What was it about?
There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened.
Go on.
One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps, or ogres, or fireblights from the wastes.
So she found a way to alert Solace and remain her post?
Wouldn't be much of a story if that's what happened.
Damn.
The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
That's a really dark story.
And they tell it to children. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
You sought help from your unit. We're here to support you.
Well, I'm fortunate to have you all here. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway.
That's enough for now.
Until next time.
Kai.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change.
What do you think about Kostya's plan for a deal with Adir?
I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
It's reckless. He's betting his people's future on a risky deal and assuming they'll adapt.
Maybe so. Sometimes you just work with what you got. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
Come on, dying out and aggressive conquests aren't the only options.
Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the living lands?
It's not for me to say.
Perhaps there's no one who should make that decision, but someone will have to.
That's all. Good night, Kai.
Night, envoy.
Exit here. Stick with this party. We need Marius because of his quest, and Giada just makes things easier. And Marius wants to speak. Alright, let's see what Marius has to say. Frick.
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories, not all happy ones.
Commandant Mahala seemed to think highly of you.
She took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea why. I was an outsider and a child. She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but she didn't.
She must have seen something in you.
I struggle to see it myself. Maybe my mirror's dirty. Just makes it harder coming back. After the way I left things here.
Something happened to you here?
I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left.
They took you in from where exactly?
That, I don't know. I think it has something to do with those memories we talked about. That village. I feel like I'm being pulled in that direction, but I don't want to go there. Really don't want to go. Well, over the years, I started getting the feeling I was lied to, like everyone in Solace knew something I didn't. Whenever asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters.
You think they were hiding something about your past?
Oh, they definitely were. I swear on Magran's breath. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Like I didn't belong there. And they all knew it.
I can see why you might want to get away from all that.
I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night, never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am, back again. Funny how things work out. Anyway.
Listen, let's get some rest.
Envoy, what do you need?
Alright, it seems like he doesn't have anything else. Swear to God, if he has a conversation point though, when we get out of here, I'm gonna be upset that we can't just knock those out while we're in one camp. Okay, we're good. It's always weird, the movement in this compared to an MMO or any sort of first-person shooter. Always takes me a second to get used to it. All right, make our way across this bridge. That was the jail. That's where the cartographer for Sasha was. That's where one of his cartographers were. The last one. We need to go and check in with him at some point, but we'll do that before we head to the garden. If we even head to the garden. I don't know if that's an actual thing that's in this game that we do or not, but we'll see. My mouse isn't stuck to my screen. Is anywhere? Nope, that's just a wasteland right there. Serena's Mercy. That's that tower. We're just exploring. We have like 3 quests. We have 1 bounty. The Primordial Depths. We have 1 bounty. We have to find the missing captain, and we have to stop the Steel Garrote. But there's also like we have a bunch of pieces of the totem from this area to find still. So that's a thing. And we have a bunch of well, I think that's it. We just have to find those. And treasure chests. We have treasure chests, treasure maps to solve. But I don't know how dedicated I am to getting those, you know? At this moment in time. There's very
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
We're just now entering hostile territory. This whole area's been hostile the whole time we've been here. I don't know where he's been, but it's been hostile from the start. Oh, side quests.
My gods, they're killing us. Outlander, my gods, help me. We're being slaughtered. The archives, please, gods.
Kost just sent me to investigate. What happened?
My brothers, my fellow monks, they changed into monsters before my eyes. They're tearing everything apart. Oh my gods, how could this be happening?
Head to the archives right away.
Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Grigor. Okay. Also, I think the archives might have information of where we need to go as well. The Elder Grigor. Okay. He's up there. This sword is sick. It's a dire blade. I'm out of mana. I overshot that. That sucks.
Nicely done.
That thing would not die.
Nice work.
I'm trying to be conservative with my mana usage still because we only have 30 potions, which those can go by quick. 30 essence potions, that is. We have a fuck ton of health potions, but not too worried about those. Make this my main quest since it's so close. The way he said everyone was changing, I think they got Dream Blight. Or the Dream Scourge. I think they're all infected. That's the vibe I'm getting for the people at the archives. Elder Stone Beetle.
Right behind you.
No damage for you.
That's done? Who's hungry?
I'm not hungry. I had spaghetti tonight. Some really good garlic bread I got from the store. The bakery at the small grocery store I got nearby. I thought they only did deli meats, but I get my deli meats there, but they have like a bakery section now. And they have this garlic bread that's just so good. And it pairs well with the spaghettis and with the spicy sausage dish I have prepared as well for the week. But my mom had leftover spaghetti and I said yes please. So I grabbed some of that for dinner tonight. Singed journal, a leather journal singed by fire and dusted with ash. We came to this spot in hopes of respite, but it doesn't seem as though we'll find it here. The Zarups are relentless, following us closely enough to harry us, but never finally committing to the attack. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were playing with us, as if they consider us sport. With our injuries and exhaustion taking their toll, it would seem to have no choice but to stop running and make our stand. Khalid says we are as battle ready as we will ever be, in hopes that the simple act of putting up a defense will convince the Zarups to turn and leave us alone. It's as good a theory as any I might have, and so that is what we will do. And they did not make it. They built a hardy fire. That thing's still going after them turning into skeletons and shit. It's a pretty good fire at that point. We're not gonna make that jump. We're not making that jump. I'm gonna attempt it. This might be a mana angle. Using some mana angle. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. That icicle does a lot of work. It's also a lot of mana, but it does a lot of work. Living steel chunk. Legendary upgrade material. I'll take it. Engraved stone, eroded by time, reads, for those lost in construction, we dedicate this tower to them. Their bones strengthen the stone and their hearts the land. Got a book here, Writings of Serena 1. Damn, the most holy Nandru. I hope he was reborn as lake algae and pissed on by a flamingo. He gave us all the secrets of survival in this bright and bitter land. He did everything he could to give us his followers a chance. His teachings had only one flaw. He exhorted us to write it all down. For 300 years, he seemed so wise. Whenever there was doubt, our ancestors went back to the tablets. When the faithless abandoned Solace, Nandru's secrets did not flee with them. The tablets were too heavy to steal. The tablets outlived the death of the masters, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured on the foundation of those tablets. But after Teodor's folly, after the sack of the libraries, we lost so much, or perhaps not enough. Nandru's private writings survived. They trouble me. He had such doubts about why he came here, about why he did not go further. Handwritten notes. A thick sheaf of papers consisting of hastily written notes, consisting of what looks to be copies of passages from other texts, as well as the writer's own notes and questions. It seems to be a handmade beginner's guide to animancy. The latest crop of potatoes was small and somehow bright purple. I'm not sure how I did that, but I've disposed of the fertilizer I used on that batch. I bought some new supplies in Paradise that I plan to slowly cycle into the newest batch. Water continues to be more scarce than I like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without raising suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does she have to notice everything? It's usually so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I've got something to show up for all my experiments. Oh, was the captain doing animancy? Is that what I'm picking up on right now? We crit the fuck out of those pots. Twisted iron key. Okay. There's just another way in here. Maybe it's like a back door. Yeah, it's like a back door area. Okay. Thought maybe it was a lighting bug, but it actually turned out to be something important. It goes higher. Okay, what's this note say? An account of stock. The ledger, made filthy by dust and rot, contains records of the supplies kept within the tower. As a former waypoint between Solace Keep and Mount Forja, the tower was often used to store raw materials mined from the tusks. It also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and the miners in Mount Forja. As the entries progress, however, there seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armor, as well as emergency medical supplies. The last entries show an attempt to move as much equipment as possible out of the tower. You can't hide the loot from me. I sniffed that shit out. So easy. Ring of Great Overseeing. Plus 20% area effect damage. A favorite of Bracken Hill Academy alumni and outlaw hedge wizards alike. These rings greatly enhance spells that cover a wide area. Entire squads of soldiers can be reduced to cinders with a well-placed fireball if the caster is lucky and talented. For those less talented, this ring does wonders at compensating for an arcanist lacking skills. Yeah, we'll get rid of the accumulation, and we'll go with more area effect damage in general. That's big for us. Oh, I guess I didn't need to blow open that door because I had the key, or that back wall because I had the key. Oh well. Zarap movements, a list of dates and numbers. Upon reading through all of it, you can deduce that it's keeping track of a nearby group of Zaraps and endeavoring to make sure the writer isn't discovered by the tribe. I suspected it for days, but now I'm positive. The Zaraps are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me, and they'll just move right on by.
This was animancy equipment. Someone was experimenting with forces they didn't understand.
You hate to see it. Head cannons though. A plus. Water stain notebook. The animancy equipment I have procured from Emerald Stair is nothing short of wondrous. The people of Theodore have grown bountiful crops from nothing with these machines. Perhaps we may save ourselves from starvation and rationing yet. The Pargrunan practiced in animancy before, at various points in our history. Surely Mahala will allow this. Mahala denied the proposition. She says that animancy does not support non-Jews' directives, since he does not explicitly mention the practices in the oaths. Saka, I think. It's her keep and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. I set up a small garden at the top of the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I have hope that Mahala will see reason. Mahala is a stubborn old goat. She refused to discuss my successful experiment and said that if I continue this project, she'll have me locked away in the Ash Forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
That Nimdu Petru definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. The Zaraps didn't get to him first.
Paper scrap. Need to adjust the frequency of on the wheat. Do we add the irrigation directly to the machines? The archives must have some record on how to use these things. Bring out a fertilizer. Try beetle dung instead. So where's he gonna be at? Oh, he's gonna be up here. Okay. Of course it goes all the way up that way, you know? Of course. Why wouldn't it? Let's go up to the Lost Village. I want this is like our main story, so I want to kind of go up and around this way and then hit the Steel Garrote last is what I want to do. Let's go to the village for Marius. That way we can get Marius out of my party quicker than, you know, pretty quickly as well. While he's swell, he doesn't fit the vibe of the party too well. I want Yachtley back. Just a couple of mages. Having a romp through the Gallowayne's tusks. You know how it is. It's a fancy name gem. Oh, parkour to its finest. Do you see that? Doesn't matter, we have to go back this way anyways.
Yeah.
That was sick. There's no way to go across this way. This guy's got annihilated. Absolutely pooped on. Ow. He hit me. How rude. Here comes me. Okay. Absolutely decimated that guy. How embarrassing. That does so much more. I didn't realize how much 20% would be on already a fuck ton of damage. Holy crap. This guy's got decimated by that lightning storm. I can't find the body for that loot. I'll have to get on the way back. Seeing the wand crits feel good. It's such a good like sounding feedback noise too. It's like a little ping, little thing. Looks good, sounds good, feels good.
Quiet, Nimdut.
That is 3,000 damage. Get dodged. See me just dancing with that dude? He didn't know what to do. The High Chief, he was mad. He was just, he saw red and he just wanted to keep swinging. Not noticing I was just dancing around him a little bit. You hate to see it. Lost Village.
I can't. I don't want to be here.
We're here with you. You're safe.
I feel like I can't feel my fingers.
We're going to face this together, even if I have to hold your hand the entire time.
Fine. Let's go. Let's go.
You got this, my man.
I feel
Ruins with...
You know, this building? No? Lame.
It burns!
Did she walk in the lava? She walked into the lava. Giada, come on. You know better than that. That's hilarious. She just walked straight into lava. How do you hear frogs? Andra gem. It's a fancy gem I was talking about earlier. What's over the edge there? That would have been not lovely. I don't want to know what's over there yet. Why are you on fire? Why is everyone on fire? What the heck?
gods. What happened here?
Long lost amulet.
What is that? Let me see. I remember this. I think this belonged to... Everything Yonku said was true. All of it. These bones are hers. My mother. I can't.
I'm sorry, Marius. This must be difficult.
Difficult? This is blessed impossible.
It's all right, Marius. We're here with you. Stay with us.
I don't think I can handle this right now. I need to go back.
If we turn back now, you'll never forgive yourself.
No need to rush this. We'll take it at your pace. One step at a time.
I know. If we too may, let's just keep looking around.
A small amulet with a blue gemstone tarnished by age and weather. An engraving on the back reads, "In Lember, sing free our voices lifted high." A small ceramic bowl containing the long dried residue of some kind of liquid.
These bowls used to contain poison. Barbarian issue, maybe.
Seems like a mass suicide pack. That's how I'm taking this right now. All of them have their own bowls next to them. Unless they were all poisoned, but I doubt. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe they were all just poisoned. I don't know. There's someone right over there. What the fuck?
Put them down, please. Please. He speaks of song. I hear only screams. Circles and death.
Biancu.
A chorus of screams. Where is Marius now? Born? No.
Oh, he's got.
No.
He's infected.
Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius. It can't.
Be careful, Marius. He isn't well.
Iancu. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this?
What up, Systematic? The Dream Search definitely has this guy.
Like mass graves. I can't. I search for meaning, but find only words.
This is Iancu. My best friend since, as far as I can remember. When did this...
How are you, Systematic?
I should have never left you, Viate. I couldn't have known.
Patrol. Yes, on patrol. When the dream touched me, I was away and alone. Yes? Not your fault. Not yours.
Iancu, what happened to this village?
We met here, Marius and me. We played here. I was older, but still a child.
That doesn't... I barely remember this place.
Your forgetting is for the best, Viate. I suffered remembering the whole time.
That's good. That's good, Systematic. Please continue.
Families followed Razvan, trusted his words. He would lead them to a better life. Trusted Razvan to make
It's better to
them
be safe for that
something
shit.
more.
Wait. No, I remember something. Chanting? I was so scared.
Please, Iancu, continue.
Razvan circled the parents around, said he would help their voices reach the stars. They took bowls full of night. No. Death. He said to drink it while Razvan said the words.
I don't want to know what you're about to say.
The two of you obviously survived the ritual.
I saw all the parents fall over. I knew he would come for me. I ran. I saw young Marius, too small to understand. Razvan called out for us, his voice raised to the sky.
That's when you took me to Solace. You saved my life.
A new home, yes, I brought you there and they gathered you.
I can't imagine what that was like.
Terror. It was bad. It felt like dying, but by inches. Just fear ever since.
I always thought you were a fool when we were younger. So impulsive. Now I know. You thought you'd already cheated death.
The parents in Solace said it was better to forget. Made me swear not to tell. You were happy. Never wanted to upset you.
You protected Mars from these painful memories.
At first, yes. Later, it would have been harder not to forget.
Makes sense. No wonder it felt like everyone knew something I didn't, because they did.
But I can't focus. Can't remember. Razvan is near, making everything harder.
Gods, he might still be alive. That's it. We have to leave. If he's out there, we have to run.
Razvan has to be dead. It's been what, 30 years?
30, yes. But we survived, so why couldn't he? Found the key to Razvan's home. Search there if you want. I will only forget.
Making bagels from scratch? That sounds legit. That sounds really good. A bagel sounds really good right now. I could go for a bagel. Is there anything we can do for you, Yanku?
No. Razvan has gripped my soul my entire life. It will be enough to know he's gone.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Viate. If I could trade places with you.
No. No, Viate. You have saved me many times over. This I wouldn't wish on you ever.
That's cool.
Well, I guess we'll be going now, yeah? We have
What do you
keep
like to put
digging
on your
into this
bagels?
particular emotional scar.
We'll come back to say goodbye when we're done.
I will be here until time to go. See you soon, Viate.
Torn Pargra notes. A letter written in gentle lember runes, much of which has been rendered illegible by time. Baruin, my dear son, it is difficult to be separated from you, even if by only a few walls of crumbling stone, but your work in helping build our new home is worth every moment apart. I am proud that Razvan's infinite wisdom saw you as vital, even at our young age, and I hope to join you upon our next exodus from Solace. Be bright, my brilliant gemstone, Mama. So it seems like they were tricked into taking that poison, essentially. They didn't take it on willingly. Five lockpicks! Oh my gosh. Disciple's Ring. Plus 60 maximum essence, okay. A deep sense of devotion radiates from the rusted iron ring. It was worn by one of Razvan's most devout followers for many years, up to the moment when they took the poison that killed them and many of their devotees. Such immense devotion led to some latent soul energy being imparted into the ring when its original wearer died. I'm gonna not rock that. Smoked salmon, rocket, lemon, cream cheese. That's a solid combo. Oh, the shop's closed down because of the storm. Razvan's journal. A torn journal with a weak binding that barely holds the pages together. You can make out some lumber writing among the smeared and faded runes. I've had Vegemite before. I don't know how you Aussies do it. I do not know how you guys stand that shit. I don't know what it is about it. It's the taste for me. Also kind of the texture, but mainly the taste. I don't know. Can't do it. But more power to you guys. Probably how you deal with the big bugs. I have no answers, despite, as possible, the voices seem to sing only to me. They, night and day, telling me of times in the recent past as if they were yesterday. Form a dissonant chorus, perfect in its imperfections. Indecipherable non-stop as if introduced to their strange world. Oh, to be like them, no hunger, thirst, or pain. No doubt or worry. My people suffered. Closed minds in solace. I have discovered a ritual that will usher them unto the skies. They will be ascended, an enlightened choir of the lost. I have discovered a cave, location to the south near the shore. There I will find a way to lift them to a higher form of life. I sealed the cave with an ancient cantic, sung from my mother to child among my people. Only those among my flock will know the way. I will see my people ascend. Their voices will join the choir.
I knew someone was out there. He killed everyone. He wanted to kill me.
Breathe, Marius. Steady yourself. Your mind and soul are fragile. Now more than ever.
Years of worrying myself sick. He's out there, Envoy. This Korba is still out there.
You can't say that about hot dogs. There's nothing finer than a tube full of processed meats. You can't slander hot dogs like that. But yeah, haggish, yeah. Kimchi, I like kimchi. I think kimchi's pretty solid. Obviously, I love me some hot dogs. Nothing more American than a meat tube in between some buns. Take a moment and breathe. We'll get you through this.
Yeah. I think I know the contact Razvan used to seal the door. It's a poem my mother told me when I was a child. She said those words would always open doors. I never knew what she meant. If we're gonna go after Razvan, we better get to it. Before I pass out where I stand.
He's got some massive anxiety going on right now. It's good. My theory right now is that this guy was infected with Dream Scourge all that time ago. And it made him act crazy. What the fuck?
Let's go. They're coming.
Zara Viol. What the fuck is that?
Seek. Watch this. Run. Seek! Run! Perfect rock!
We'll get this blight out of here. Okay, now we got the big guy.
Speed up.
Perfect rock! Run! Run! Attend!
That does so much damage. Oh fuck, now he's smaller.
Perfect rock!
Let's be.
Stay. Seek!
I thought I was dead for a second. I thought I was dead for a second. Oh my god.
Fire!
I thought it knocked me over the edge. That was scary. Adra's band. Let's go. Let's go ahead and do a pop a quick save there.
Sing free, our voices lifted high. Our spirits laughing in the sky.
Travel to the Cavern of Voices. Okay.
Oh, maybe it's not him.
I think we both know better than that, Marius.
Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe. Manifesto of the Choir Invisible, Part 1. The accident in the taller chamber weighs upon the workers. In their last moments, I offered the dying a chance to test the concoction for the Ascendance ceremony, though they seem too weak to survive the experience. I am close to a breakthrough, and it is clear that, had they not been on death's door, they would have joined the choir of the Ascended. It's getting a little bit too cold now. The temperature dropped quick. I go that way, or I could go this way.
Don't know if I'd rather see Razvan alive or dead. If he's dead, he can't hurt anyone else.
It's true.
Take him down.
We've got company.
Almost jumped right into that.
Look right.
Earth and rock! Earth and rock!
Well done.
Earth and rock!
Okay, I don't want to get close to these guys. They're scary. Most of us got knocked off the edge by these guys.
Earth and rock!
Faster, I say.
Rock!
Another soul for the wheel.
Okay. That was a really scary area to fight.
Shoulder.
I didn't want to get knocked into the lava.
Yeah.
We're on to 24 lockpicks now. We've chunked through like 15 tonight. Oh, I almost fell. It was almost dangerous. Five lockpicks to lockpick that? We're just gonna go around.
Yeah.
There's a trap somewhere. Found it. So glad I saw that button. So glad I saw that button. Fuck.
Glory in the brush. 10 invaders in the garden.
Oh, fuck you. I need to make more essence food. How was a common accident underneath there? How did that work out? Another lockpick, that's huge.
If you need advice, it's amazing how many complex ecosystems you can fit into one island.
True, actually. I was thinking the same thing. There's a lot of little mini spots here.
Caution, Envoy. I see something moving in there.
This one takes 5 lockpicks. Let's do this one. Faded worker log. Few months, the work on the collapsed tower has been rather productive. Razvan has, his wisdom be praised, discovered for us a more blessed home underground. He has sealed it with a cantic my mother sang to me when I was a child. Praise his wisdom and compassion. We have drained the lava from beneath, and Razvan has declared a promising number of caverns and chambers to serve as homes for us in the future. Sadly, one of the larger chambers collapsed and filled with magma, taking the lives of a few of our brothers and sisters. Razvan reminds us that their sacrifices were in the service to their community, and that we will hear them singing to us soon enough. Oh, this is a full-on cult. Is this the entrance? This is the entrance, okay. This is a full-on cult, though. There were something in these cages. Whatever that something is, that's not there anymore. Let's continue through.
Yes, I hear them, but I hear things all the time. Please just let me work. Let me work.
Does he even know we're here? We could just leave.
New voices.
It doesn't seem to have the dream scourge.
Flesh or spirit, I should ask. The others say you're flesh, but the others are known to lie.
You've lived long enough with the dream thralls that you started to speak like them.
Dream thrall. What a wonderful word for those souls you slaughtered to get here. They speak with more clarity now. I have long heard the voices of ascended beings. Beings beyond pain or hunger or death.
You claim to hear the dead? Only a few are blessed or cursed with such a talent.
I sought to raise the voices of my flock, to raise them to become as the voices that sang to me were. The chorus of voices that surrounded me told me lies among their truths. On that day, I sought song but only heard screams.
Duke de Dragon, Korba. You killed everyone.
I know this voice. Older now, perhaps. One of the missing ones. You have your father's tone. Your mother's
His beard
diction.
is modeled weird. Have you ever heard the term Watcher?
No. I have heard the words they use to describe me, and I know I am more than the labels they hang around my neck. My people were to become ascended beings, like those who spoke to me before. Voices ephemeral, wise, and never afraid. Instead, their voices became screams. From the next life, they curse me. Call me killer. Call me death.
If he is truly a Watcher, then it stands to reason his own victims would drive him mad.
I don't care. This Korba killed my family.
But I have since found a new choir, full of life and set loose from the shackles of will and doubt.
New choir? Do you mean the dream thralls we faced to get to you?
Dream thralls? No. They are more connected to the land than any of us. The island holds and caresses them as it will us all. Perhaps one day you will join my choir as well, my little lost one. I will lead you to sing for the gods themselves.
I have run from you my whole life. And you're just a madman in a cave, talking to dream thralls.
You ran because you were afraid. Now you come back to me. My lost lamb. My tiny little bell.
Marius, what do you want to do with them?
You murdered a village to satisfy your sick vision of ascension. But really, you're just a lost soul down here grasping for meaning. I don't remember my parents. They obviously trusted you. But they didn't know you, did they? Not really.
They were shining souls. Their voices passionate. Their words sharp like the crack of a whip.
I see no reason to give this man a quick death. Let him rot down here, for all I care.
You're just a shade of a man, Razvan. I leave you to rot here in the madness and isolation.
A prison of silence. A fate worse than death.
I am never alone. The voices caress me, fuel me, punish me. No matter what I do, I am never alone. No matter what I do, I am never alone.
I can't figure out how I feel now. I do think leaving him here to rot was the right decision.
Do you feel like your family can rest now?
I don't think they wanted rest. I think they're happy haunting Razvan for what he did to them.
True.
I've spent my whole life afraid of something I couldn't remember. And now I've found that thing and overcome it. I need to think about all this. Maybe we should check on Iancu, see how he's feeling.
Return to Iancu. We can do that. Well, let me read this first. Dream Thrall notes on captivity. Most of the time, their eyes seem dull, as if their souls were missing or repressed. Most seem locked in a state of terror, no matter what is happening around their cells. Their voices have yet to join the ascended chorus. Interestingly, one of the petitioners began clawing at the cell door, as if they wanted to be released. I opened the door and observed a change to a similar state of terror I had seen in the other petitioners. It is possible that scraps of the soul remain in the one, and not the others. Sadly, I doubt such animalistic terror will allow their voices to join with the chorus. I'm about to use all my lockpicks. Battle Trance, one-handed unique melee. Battle Trance. Power attacks give you 50% attack speed for 10 seconds and restore a small amount of health to you and your companions, plus 20% ability cast speed. When a rogue Magfolk assaulted Solace Keep many centuries ago, many heroic wardens fell to its terrifying might, but one man stands out from the rest. A war priest and disciple of Magrin, Henrik Barbas, is said to have single-handedly held the creature at bay for long enough for the other wardens to rally and destroy the Magfolk. Unfortunately, Henrik's wounds were too great and he succumbed to them. He died happy, at least, knowing that his life was a small price to pay for the safety of his home and people. For decades after his death, Battle Trance was passed down from one Magrinite war priest to the next, and has since absorbed a measure that their collective prowess. What's it look like? Oh, that looks sick. I think we're gonna stick with Aldrin's office though. The weapon does look sick. That hammer. Let's open these. Maybe not worth it for 5, but oh well. I've been saving up all these lock picks for this. I don't think any of that was worth it. I don't think any of those lockpicks were worth it. Oh well. That's a shame. Oh, my back is killing me. Where'd this put us? Oh, put us up here. Okay, I see where we're at. I see us now. It looked safe to walk on. Fuck. It looked safe.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get down then? That's some bullshit. Am I supposed to take a leap of faith or something? Ow. Holy shit. Okay, that's like max distance jump. But we did it. Iancu.
We spoke before, yes? Marius? We spoke before.
Razvan will never hurt anyone again.
I trust you ended him? One way or another?
It's over, Viate. You can rest now. I promise.
Right, Viate. And so can you. Remember that.
Hope you both can find peace now.
I will likely find it first. Marius has never sought peace.
Quiet, you Nimdude. I know how to seek peace if I want it.
The shade.
Right. Clearly. I leave you now. full of peace.
Will you be all right, Viate? What can I do to help?
Nothing more you have to do, Viate. Just keep living and try to laugh once in a while.
Right. I will miss you, Viate. I love you.
I feel so light. The circle is broken.
All right. Let us move on from here. Poor Marius. He's lost everyone. I can see why he suppressed those memories for sure. Watching everyone drink that liquid and then dying and running away. I can understand why he suppressed those memories. I touched this. All right, cool.
Down.
Let's finish this.
Not bad, boy.
Just hit us. Hell yeah.
Nice job, everyone.
We're going more spell bladey right now. Yeah, yeet. Does that trigger anything? Nope. Fuck me. That was right on me. I don't like that. Fuck you, game. How'd that guy not get picked up? He didn't get picked up. Ooh, I am poisoned. Oh my god! Where'd you come from? Just kept lunging at me. Someone grinded Commando Pro.
Protect the envoy.
You know, I had to use a fireball to bust that open. Seems like such a waste. Use fireball to bust open that little bit of webbing. Oh well. I never kept a fire weapon to hold just in case. So fireball it is. I wonder if that's gonna work.
Look,
Is this the
as
same
far
room?
as I recall,
It is. Okay. Well, bitch, this is where we're at. It does work. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead, dog. I am not dead. You guys stay over there, right? It's not safe over here. Bitch, I thought
Right behind you.
I lit that bitch up. Could I just jump that way? I went the hard way. That's for sure. I definitely went the hard way. Because in the way you're not really supposed to go. But they put it there just to see people were dumbasses like me to take it. Scourge plates. No thanks. Not right now, at least. Really doesn't use that much mana to do fireball. We missed the little gap thing there for us to go in. Sentinel Mail and an Otter Band. Sentinel Mail. Find it up in all Paragrooning caches across the living lands. Cool. Sentinel Mail. My 30% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage, plus 10% chance to avoid range damage. In nations like Adir, where dangerous wizards are common due to the presence of renowned places of learning such as Bragan Hill Academy, it is not uncommon for those of means, such as nobles and successful merchants, to outfit their guards with the best that money can buy. This gilded mail has been heavily enchanted to ward its wearer from the elements commonly employed by rogue arcanists, seeking to use their power for nefarious means. Additionally, its weakest areas have been reinforced to protect from errant arrows, bolts, or bullets that could end in such a sentinel's life before a fight ever begins. Actually, don't do that yet. I want to see what it looks like. Very shiny. I think I have to get rid of battle trance. I don't know if I need to have the spell books in my inventory to learn the spells when I get points or not, so I'm just holding on to them. They're light, they only weigh 3 pounds each, so it's not like I'm taking up a lot of space with them, but it's one of those things where I don't know if I just get it once and I can learn the spells, or if I have to have it in my inventory to learn the spells. Maxims of the Paragrooning 5. In older lands it was said, keep the faith of all gods, that you shall have a prayer for the day and the hour of your need. Paragrooning, remember a time before these gods. May come therefore a time after. Now it is written in blood, keep the faith of Abaddon who builds, Odika who rules, and Magrin who burns. Close your mind to all other faiths, save your faith in Nandru. The taste of the blood is, the lore of new faith may bring indistinguishable from madness. And madness brings the chaos without to the living within. Paragrooning cannot survive these lands divided. I know there was a ladder there. That really was jarring, because I did not know there was a ladder there. Maxims of Paragrooning 1. In older lands it was said, Paragrooning shall seek and strive, go out and wander. Now it is written in blood, dwarf shall dwell and listen, keep solace as your anchor. The taste of the blood is, to challenge the living lands, in haste is to die. I need Yachtley. Frick. She could open that up. We'll see if we can get, if it halts our progress or if we're able to still continue forward without Yachtley. Zarabs make friends with everyone they come across. I got bit slapped by this guy again.
Unseek!
I hate how I have to get Yachtley for that. I hate it. Oh well. Moving on. I think I need Yachtley to get in there though. Which Delby sucks uses a fucking relic up this way. For the totem. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go from here either. I almost ran into the lava though, just now. Alright, let me go back. Let me teleport back to camp. We'll get some conversations going. We'll swap out Marius for Yachtley now that we have finished this quest. The closest camp we have is here. Not that it really matters how close or far we are.
After all this time, finally returned. Returning home.
I don't know if I'll finish it tonight. No, I'm fucking beat today. I'll be honest. I want to like, I want to finish this zone up, and then probably call it there. And then, you know, that'll leave me like with the last bit of push for the main story another time. But I'm
How you doing,
fucking
Marius?
I don't know. I'm just beat today.
Holding on.
We maxed out my armor. Maxed out my armor. Make sure we take the least amount of damage possible. Well, I'm assuming the garden's a zone as well, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's all in this zone, and if that's the case, we might finish it today. But I feel like the garden is a zone in itself. Fuck. I think we upgrade the spell book.
Got pretty intense back there.
Takes a lot of strength to go back to face something like that.
Thanks. Didn't feel like strength at the time.
You faced something horrible and didn't go catatonic. That's strength. No matter what it feels like, dear.
I'm not the only one here who has sad parent stories. Giada's folks turned into plants.
Everyone is haunted by something. It just hurts when that something is family.
Right. I'm fine. Let's just leave it there.
We should keep feeding the fire. Who knows what's out there?
Okay. She doesn't want to talk about anything? What Yatsley?
Well, seems there is more to our dwarven friend than we thought. Than even he thought. And to know that monster is still out there. That he could do that all over again. It's sickening.
Razvan is too far gone to be a problem.
Oh, take it from me, dearie. You can always be a problem. Either way, at least that part of Marius's life is done and dusted. The next time we find a cult like this, let's stop it before they get to the death part, shall we?
Agreed.
Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss. How can I help, darling?
Well, that's enough for now. Get some rest.
Don't let the bugs bite, dearie.
Envoy? I thought I'd feel different after dealing with Razvan. Somehow more at peace. There was this threat I didn't even know I was afraid of, and now it's gone. So why doesn't it all feel better now?
Give yourself time, Marius. This has been a lot.
Right. It's just... I've spent so long being terrified of... what? I still feel like I don't know. Been dealing with this all my life. Someone starts acting strange, then clearly something terrible's about to happen. My people were in a cult. They believed what Razvan said. They died because he asked them to. But he wasn't behind every corner. He was stuck in a cave, babbling in mushrooms.
You'll never make a situation better by worrying about it.
Not for lack of trying, right? I appreciate what you've done to help me. I won't forget it. Thank you for finding that amulet. It's such a small thing, but it helps.
Were you close with your parents?
I think so. I feel like we were all raised by the community. But my parents were always there for me. There was a sense of purpose, I think. They all left Solace for a reason. They trusted Razvan. People began to act strange. My parents weren't around as much. Everyone started paying all their attention to Razvan. We all know what happened next.
What happened to your people was truly tragic.
It was Razvan. He built up their trust and betrayed it all at once. I just wanted to thank you, Envoy. That's all. Anyway.
That's enough for now. Get some rest. Alright. Interact. Previous location. Oh, get rid of him. Get her. Go for her. We'll see. We might get to the point where I need to go to the Steel Garrote and confront them, and I might call it right before that. I think that's main story quest, so
That's done.
I might get to that point
It's hard.
and rip it off. I haven't been sleeping well this week and it's catching up to me. Diary of an Animancer. We found a beautiful bit of Adra that would be perfect to study the erratic flow of essence natural to the living lands. Unfortunately, there is an infestation of Zarupson in and around the area. Of course, we mustn't let something as silly as fear stop our studies. So myself and the others have decided that by splitting up, we'll less likely be seen by the little monsters. Day 4. I heard Nikolai's cries last night. I believe that means I am the only one remaining. Hopefully Petru can make use of their equipment, assuming the Zarups didn't damage things too much. Either way, my studies of the Adra have been most exciting. I shall have to be more careful than my colleagues were if I wish to continue, but I'm not overly worried. I've read this story before. Same diary, different location. What the fuck? Antler of the pursued stag.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Critical hits deal high bleed accumulation. The impressive antler could only have come from a stag, blessed by the clever hound himself. Alright, we need to make our way over this way. Here's the exit. I couldn't remember where we exactly came in.
Yeah.
This is the lava that was flowing into the last village. Okay. We don't exactly want to go this way. I'm gonna go back this way. Nope, not there exactly. Through here. To the spider cave. And out the other side. Flashbang! Ah! Can I go this way? No. That way seems super dangerous. I'm definitely feeling the effects of the week. Spells do way more damage than just swinging a sword, that's for sure. With spells, we literally nuke the people. But the reason why I think there's another zone is because if you look at the map here, we've been here, we've been here, we've been here. There's like this whole area right here that hasn't been touched. Also, all this up here hasn't been touched. These are just like the 4 areas that I knew of. So that's why I'm assuming there's more. I could be wrong, but that's why I'm assuming there's more. I'm mainly like I feel like the garden itself is a zone. Maybe not as big of a zone, but I feel like it's its own map essentially. Maybe it'll be DLC. I don't know if they've mentioned anything about DLC or not, but maybe it's possible. my god. I almost stood there and took that.
To the left! Nicely done!
Envoy, watch your left!
I don't know if the game will set itself up for DLC or not. I mean, we'll be able to tell once we beat it, but I didn't think Tales of Arise set itself up for DLC, and apparently that has DLC. So, you know, the game doesn't have to necessarily set itself up for it, for there to be some.
Yeah.
I think I saw someone over here. I
I
did.
don't want to go back. I can't. I don't.
Then don't. Just quit. Everyone's quiet quitting nowadays. It's the new norm.
Remember now, don't touch the lava.
What? Oh, it's a lava. What kind of place is this? I can't touch a lava. There's a dude around here. A lone dude. Oh, no, there's more. Gotta fireball him to the face. I missed.
They're coming!
Well,
You're bleeding!
Yes, I am.
Envoy, behind you!
look out!
Gulp. I think we pissed off a whole Zarp camp over there.
On your right!
Uh-oh. I should have gone this way. Did I get anyone? Yo, we tossed that shit.
We've got company.
Uh-oh. I don't want to go back. They can't make me either.
Never had a chance!
Touch the butt. Ow. I keep forgetting to put my shields on. And I'm going into melee like an idiot. I need to shield up before I do that. Okay, where's the loot? It's supposed to be like right here. There it is. go into this camp. Let's mess this shit up. What up, Jonesy? How you doing, man? They won't see me coming to attack this guy. This guy's gonna get fucked up. Ready? Yeah. Oh, one shot him. Hide. I'm fucking beat. I'm so fucking tired. I don't know why, but I am so fucking tired.
We've got company. On your right, dear. Watch your flank.
See you later, High Priest. That's not my fire. Whoa! 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 My turn. Boom! 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 I fucking whiffed. Potato for my troubles. You have a week off again? Dude, you just took time off. Spoiled. Fossilized dragon egg. Interact.
Nothing will ever hatch from that old fossil. Maybe the symbolism is the point.
Oh! We just did so much damage. I was partway through clicking OK on that. I thought we were gonna summon a dragon, and then I was gonna be a little excited, also a little scared. Okay, I don't want to go this way. I want to go north. This is where the steel growth's at. I don't want to do that right now. I'll go north to this. Ooh, I almost tried to jump that. I was about to full send it with a jump. I'm glad I didn't. I would not have made that. What do you have a week off for now, Jonesy? What are you doing? Fuck. Dude, we one-shot people right now. That's kind of sick. With a sneak up attack, that is. I could go for a week off work, but I can't afford it right now. I might be taking tomorrow off though, because I feel like if I keep pushing myself, I'm gonna get like really sick.
Anyone help us? We desperately need aid.
Yeah.
How'd I get over to you? I don't know how to help you. Will this work?
Don't know who you are, stranger, but we're lucky you came past. One of our cohorts is dangerously ill.
I'm gonna die.
We have no resources, but you look like you might. Please, will you examine our friend and see if there's something you can do?
What happened to your friend?
Zorips. They attacked us.
I'm
while
gonna
we were
die.
out hunting. One got them pretty bad.
We're burning.
The wound was infected. Did what we could, but I don't think it was enough. Saka, we're wasting time talking though. Will you help our friend? Our friend is in the tent over there. I'll join you shortly. There are arrangements to finish.
Oh, the burning went away. Okay. Scary. I don't trust those barrels. There had to have been a safer way to get over here, but I once again chose the tough path through the lava. What's all this about? What's all that about? Oh, these are warden outcasts. Oh, this is a we've killed a fuck ton of these guys. This is a trap. Polish. We'll wait to see if we get the polished key. A letter home. Stellian, I don't know that you'll ever read this. I don't even know if my previous letters have been delivered now that I've been outcast. But I've made a little home out here. It's cold and hot and dusty and terrible, but it's fine. It'll be better with you and the others here. Aside from that, the worst part is the Zarups that seem to have taken an interest. Not that I blame them. Anything that protects you from the dust and ash and storms are a luxury out here. I'm not too worried. Worst case scenario, they kill me. But that just gets me to the wheel faster and maybe back inside the keep. It's the only way back for me now, either way. Spellblade's gloves. Plus 10% parkour speed, plus 20% poison accumulation. No, that's not as fun. These gloves were created by a Spellblade whose actual name is a mystery, but was known simply as Quill. He considered himself a rival to Rust, the legendary assassin that once stalked the streets of Nekataka, whereas Rust was purely a killer for hire. Quill would only accept jobs that fit within his loose but unshakable moral code. If a target did not deserve death in his eyes, he simply would not take the job, though his preferred method was to get up close and personal using a conjured weapon through a spell of his own devising. Quill was no stranger to the clean efficiency of a poison bolt. Deathly pale dwarf. A strong stench of decay fills your nostrils. Upon examination, this dwarf is a deathly pale and is not breathing. He has obviously not been alive for some time. There's no way the outcasts would fail to notice.
You know what the irony is? You wouldn't be in this situation if you were a bastard. We need your supplies. Unfortunately, we also need you to die. Can't have Solus keep hearing about us robbing people.
You're better than this. You're not killers.
We're not. We're just trying to survive. Saka, you're going to make me regret this. Get out of here. If anyone asks, you didn't meet a soul out here. Leave, before I change my mind.
That's a good little bitch. I'm out of lockpicks again. This isn't good. We're out of lockpicks again. We're down to 4. I've gone through 30 some lockpicks today. Mother of God. Big jump. Can I get out of here now? Oh, fuck me. This isn't safe. This isn't safe. Get me out of there. Jesus. Ugh. All right. Exit here. Don't return to my last location. What the fuck is this guy doing out here all alone?
Wasps! Treacherous weed!
That guy was stun locked the whole time. Couldn't do anything. Oh yeah, everyone turn to look at me. Yeah, that's great. Hooray.
I'm sick!
Yeah, but I'm focusing on the right. Oh, they're still in combat. Never mind. They're no longer in combat. Like how they gave up fighting each other to fight me. Like, what the hell? I'm glad that conversation did take away the burn damage, though. That would have been really bad. I would have had to act really quickly. I mean, I did hit E right away to not to take the grog that would take away the burn damage, but it had stopped during the conversation, thankfully, and I was able to just heal up. What the fuck were you doing here while they were all fighting? A bandit, you say? We're gonna go up to the archives here. There's potentially some stuff up here for us. It's also being overrun by Zarops. Or not.
Leave.
We can't. You know we can't.
But Elder Grigor can't fight them. We must leave.
We must leave.
But Elder Grigor can't fight them.
They were sick.
They have a godlike scout's honor.
Okay.
Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer I've seen since this nasty business here started. Anyway, you looking to buy something?
Are you not bothered by what's going on here?
Bothered? Yes. Concerned? No. I am capable of handling myself. Don't you worry. The concern's appreciated, but I've got mouths to feed. Namely, my own. We all do what we have to do. Besides, better a death that people talk about for years to come than, you know, starvation.
True.
So, care to take a look at
She
my
makes a point.
wares?
Threads of the Faithful. You and your companion slowly generate up to 50% maximum HP. You and your companion still 10% damage. That's huge. These once fine robes are worn and tattered, though that does little to take away from their majesty. They were originally worn by a devoted scholar priest of Magrin who possessed strange and unnatural abilities to read from and speak directly to the minds of other living beings. Though his name is lost to time, the name of his town of birth, Shiano, is not. This town was the epicenter for a strange, unexplainable event that ended with the disappearance of every living inhabitant save for the scholar priest. Some believe that their souls lived on in him, making him a strange amalgamation of all that once inhabited Shin now. While this is almost certainly a tall tale, the stranger things have been known to happen. If the outer bands, we don't need those anymore. Agrees with the exalted stride. Lock picks 15 of them. Yeah, I need them. Essence potions, I need them. Health potions, I need them. Cool. I don't know if I need this anymore. I think these are just to upgrade stuff into legendary capability, and then after that you don't need these anymore. I could sell these for 20 grand. I'm gonna hold on to them for some more still, but good to know. Living archives. Holy shit, Dan Giesling beat Radon finally? Hold on. Hold on. Dan Giesling finally beat Radon? We have to watch this. He went through and he was playing the Elden Ring he did Elden Ring. He did play through Elden Ring. With like not leveling up vigor at all, not using any sort of well, I can't remember what were his constraints. No HP. He did no shadow fragments. He did no resins. He did all that for Elden Ring. Then he did that for Shadow of the Erd Tree. He didn't do the Skadu leveling up. He never put points into vigor. It's kind of insane. He doesn't have the full attempt up yet. And I'm not gonna watch the Twitter, like his final hits on Twitter, because that's gonna be just terrible compression. But
pray, be up. You, by the gods, deliver us. They've gone mad and destroying everything.
It took him a long time. Let me see the exact stats. It took him 423 hours. This is just on Radon. 423 hours. 15,522 deaths. Oh no. 423 hours total in the DLC. 15,522 total DLC deaths. 30,469 to just Radon. That's hilarious. I love it. A behavior change, the sudden madness. That sudden isn't madness. They become dream thralls. What? Where are they?
Archives. My monks are tearing our books apart. I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about the garden were already going missing. But the Book of Oaths and the Book of the Before, we must hold on to those.
Understood. Why are these texts so important?
The Book of Oaths is our living history, where the duty of every dwarf in Solus has always been marked. It is sacred. The Book of the Before is by Nandru himself. Every other work by him is accounted for, except this one.
What's this about missing books?
We've had several go missing, all to do with the garden. Gods only know what's happened to them. I can't believe it's theft, but we've never lost any before. Not in this number, at least.
What about your monks? Don't you care about them?
They are already dead. But the texts, our past and future that outlives us all, they can still be saved.
Understood, I'm on it.
We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the parapet. It should still be there. And the Book of the Before should be in the main library. Now go, please. We've already lost so many precious texts.
You got it, dude. Three lockpicks to get in. I know I just bought 15, but we're gonna find another way in. Already saw scaffolding going up the left side here. Rectum.
Maybe sit this one out, Yatsley.
The Yatsley brings the boom. We need her. Let's go up.
Protect the envoy.
The barbarian ate 1,000 damage from a fireball, like it was nothing. They ate it like groceries or booty or both. Ooh, Liquid's gonna be heading into Mythic soon. The bridge breaks. We're just gonna shut that door real quick. There's just a lot of them out there. I want to go up to the top of the tower. That's a lot of them out there. We're gonna delay that for a second. When I stopped doing keys yesterday, I was number 10 in my server and in the top 200 in the world for preservation evokers in terms of score. That's changed since the day has happened though. I haven't ran any keys yet today. I think I could end this season though, if I, pushed pretty hard and then came back and pushed some more at the end of the season. I think I get top 50 of provokers in the world. Let's see, why not? It's more like I'm at the behest of my DPS and tanks so far when it comes to those keys. Number of notes here detail the thoughts of the monastery elder in recent days, mostly musings about the state of things at the monastery. A few things stand out. The telescope has been broken for weeks now. At some point, a new initiate from Solace dropped the main viewing lens and shattered it. The glasswork is very precise and the eyepiece itself enchanted. Replacing it will be a nightmare. Supplies are currently in the state of excess. A merchant has been taking up residence here in the monastery and has been facilitating the trade of old relics retrieved from a sealed off chamber in the bastion, which had recently been unsealed, revealing many weapons of war that were of no use to the monks. The volcano has been more active recently. It hasn't stirred like this in many years. Feels like a bad omen.
The scholars in Ishamati would salivate at the chance to use a telescope like that.
Looks fancy. Fuck me, fuck me. We're good, we're good.
Someone needs to meet us. You're right.
I hit the wrong healing potion.
In the eyes!
Earth and rock!
Yeah, I know you had no health, but I still fireballed him. So what? It's about sending a message. The Book of Oaths. From Solace Keep, we watched the garden. From Gallowayne's Tusk, we watched Solace Keep. From our birth until our death, we uphold our duty, we honor those who uphold our mission, and reject those who do not. For now and forevermore, we are Wardens of Solace Keep. Next several pages have been torn out, leaving only line after line, page after page of signatures. These are the names of the Pargrunin and Solace Keep who pledged themselves to Nandru's word. Ilara's Grimoire. Okay, what's in this? Ilara's Grimoire. We get Spear's Lance, Pull of Aora, Freezing Pillar, and Meteor Shower. I'm good. I'm good with what I got. I'm good with what I got. That's a really good Grimoire though. But what I have is better for what we got going on right now. If this was replacing Odkara's Grimoire, if Odkara's Grimoire wasn't legendary yet, then yeah, I would do the replacement, but this is already legendary with 2 upgrades on it, so it's not a banger. All right, let's go down now. Monk's Journal. This seems to be a journal for a monk named Vadim. The entries mostly detail a mundane life in the monastery, but the final entry catches your eye. I don't understand what's happening here. Last week one of the initiates threw a book in a fit of rage, but I was in the room with him and we had been working in silence until then. Elder Grigor swooped in to give him an earful, but then it was over, and I didn't think I could ask more. And I don't know this initiate. Maybe they're prone to anger, I thought. Then Soren started picking fights, talking about trees and how the gardener is angry. I don't know who he means. We all take turns in the garden. Feels like we're all walking on eggshells now. Even Elder Grigor seems off, distracted. He said all is well, but I saw some of the guards and other monks carrying weapons. I stole a knife from the kitchen too, just in case. It just feels like we're sitting on a powder keg. The monastery has always been so peaceful and welcoming. Now I can't even sleep at night for fear of something. Then you got Living Archives courtroom key. Okay. That seems scary. Oh, there's another book here. Writings of Serena 5. In hopes for the renewal of Solace, the scholar Serena, who is called the Strict, presents these flakes to the families of the keep, that they might be, by debate and dissemination, be kidnapped, or be napped into sharp points. When our founder Nandru said, "Do not alter what I have taught you," he intended that we live our entire lives in accordance with his teachings. People of Solace have turned away from Nandru's word because the stone where the word was carved has been lost. But the word was never in the stone. The word was in the people. It is the responsibility of the people to rebuild the broken word. The word of Nandru instructs us to build a mighty fortress and to marshal our power within it, and that it should stand even when the world's foundations quiver. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the people to rebuild this might of this fortress, even as we rebuild the word. Obedience to the word of Nandru is false unless it is accompanied by investment in the world of Nandru. That is, labor in the service of Solace. To divest from Solace is to disobey Nandru. There should be no wealthy in Solace until Solace is wealthy again. The paid exemption to Corvi should end unless the payment goes to fund the Corvi. There should be no safe in Solace until Solace is safe again. The paid exemption from service in the Wardens should end unless the payments goes to fund the Wardens. Neither station of birth nor status of the quarter should accept anyone from labor in the service of Solace. There should be no word of Nandru except the word that is practiced. There should be no written word that overrules the word that is spoken. The body of law that has been recorded since the day of Nandru in the interpretation of Nandru's life and teachings, which is to say the lessons of Nandru, has no legitimacy and should be closed unread. The strength of Solace is in Solace. Citizenship cannot be purchased, but only earned through works. It is said among some kith that tradition for tradition's sake stifles change. Indeed, steel must bend lest it shatter, but does the ship keep its keel only for keel's sake? Yeah, the keel stifles change so that the ship will not overturn. Does the foundation keep its cornerstones only for corner's sake? Yeah, the cornerstone stifles change so that the wall will not topple. In all things, Nandru's word prefers the tested ways to the untested. We are all sorely tested, and we must return to the tested way. The word of Nandru should not be reversed for the illiterate. All should have equal access to the word. The right to serve upon the council should not be conditioned upon knowledge of the written lessons, but only upon knowledge of Nandru's word as it is spoken. The first use of the smithy should be to arm the armor Solace. To arm and armor Solace. The last use should be ingots for trade. Any smith who is held in debt bondage to a trading family and who practices Abaddon's craft to pay down that debt should be released. That debt should be annulled. The penalty for placing oneself before Solace should be service. Those who believe they can be exempted from the work of defending and building Solace because of their wealth or heritage should be the first slain in battle and set the deepest in the mines. But for those of wealth and heritage who place Solace before themselves, there should be recognition and reward, as there is recognition for the keystone and the lintel and the column. They are the columns of Solace. They are the keystones and the lintels. Those who interpret the word of Nandru from the lessons of Nandru and the custom of the law are enemies of Solace. Those who seek the word of Nandru and the spoken teachings of Nandru are the heart and the hand of Solace. Some cult behavior. Beetle jerky, beetle jerky. The door's barred from there. Okay, so I do have to go around this way. That's okay.
Back 10!
Harmony devour!
I electrified the water just in case they decide to go in there. It was strategic maneuver. More lockpicks for me? They shouldn't have.
Thank you! Oh gods, thank you!
What's mine?
You're a blessing, envoy. Thank the gods.
We'll take care of the dream thralls, don't worry.
Thank you, yes, thank you. But I can't leave yet. I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of here and start my life again in Solace. It's called The Book of the Before. Have you seen it?
The Book of the Before? That's the one Elder Grigor requested.
He what? Oh, no. Please, no, no. You've got to give me the book instead.
Why do you need it that badly?
Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. I want it as a keepsake. Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
What the fuck?
No one should be that desperate to get their hands on a book. She's up to something.
A little bit.
Have you got the Book of the Before?
What's in it for me?
A lot. If I can make it out of here with that book. Come on, do you have it or not?
She seems too eager for that book. No one else reads it, so I just want it as a keepsake. Sure. I'm skewered. There's some scary noises.
Who goes?
Disturbs us.
Look out! They're coming!
I got so many in that fireball. That's all the dream thralls. That do be all of them. The Blacksmith Knights, a short history of the Knights of the Crucible. The blacksmith fails, the armor fails. If the armor fails, the soldier fails. Ulrun Sinhood, the first guild master of the Knights of the Crucible. Knights of the Crucible have one of the most fascinating and rich histories in all of Aora. Currently holding a position as an incredibly influential group in the Deerwood, they come from humble beginnings. There may not be a single person in all the Deerwood who knows exactly how much they owe to the Knights. The group has existed for years, long before they even came to be known as Knights. They started as a group of blacksmiths led by Ulrun Sinhood, who came together to form a guild. Ulrun felt it imperative for the members to unify, sharing their knowledge through the guild in order to keep the skills and techniques they had spent their lives perfecting. He called the guild the Crucible, insisting that though their work was used for destruction, they should always be remembered as creators. They would be known as the vessels that withstands the fire to deliver new form into the world, forged in the fire and all the stronger for the tribulation. Ulrun, being a veteran of many battles, knew the importance of impeccably made armor and weaponry. He also espoused the necessity for members of the guild to be trained in martial combat. The only true way to make a proper suit of armor is to be the one who must wear it. Ulrun led the guild for years, instituting a policy that any man who wanted to join must not only be a skilled blacksmith, but also take the time to learn how to hold himself in battle. He added a training ground near to the guild hall, and there was scarcely a minute of daylight that didn't see members out on the field honing their fighting technique. Because of this, the guild earned the nickname Knights of the Crucible. They became a de facto militia for the Deerwood, an honorable group that many turned to for help. They were known to be fair, ethical, and quick to respond. The knights chose Abaddon as their patron, just dedicating their works to his name to honor him. They incorporated his symbol into their own and wore it on their arms. Many of the knights took this honor further, regardless of what material a suit of armor was made from. Something on the right arm was made with iron, celebrating Abaddon's moniker, the Iron Arm. Both of these traditions are followed by some of the knights to this day. The knights' smithing skill led them to be known throughout the land as the premier artisans for their craft, leading people to call any item exquisite quality of the Crucible. Their training and dedication truly came into play during the War of Defiance, locally known as Hadret's Rebellion. Old Run, knowing the importance winning this war, sent out a call. All able-bodied knights were to join the militia. They quickly proved invaluable to this cause and helped turn the tide of the rebellion. This was particularly true in the Battle of Defiance Bay. Admeth had already been lost in a previous battle, and morale for the Deerwooden militia was failing. With the help of Glenfathan astrologers, the knights were able to rout the Imperial forces and secure victory for the Deerwood. The new Duke, grateful for the help, also in knowing that without the knights the Deerwood never would have survived, made a decree. The knights would thenceforth be welcomed to the Duke's castle and become his official royal guard. In recent years, the Crucible aspect has fallen by the wayside in favor of knight. The requirement that the members be proficient in both smithing and martial combat has loosened to the point that anyone who applies is guaranteed entrance, even if they possess little or no smithing experience. This is an allegation that is vehemently denied by the knights. They sound like superheroes. Burned bounty list. A parchment found by a fireplace in the living archives. It is mostly but not completely burned. Dolna, in exchange for the following text: supreme reward you shall, and a return to the keep. Bounties, much of the list is burned, but the following is legible. Memories from the garden, acquired. Records of the construction of the bridge to the garden, acquired. The book of the before, Forja, or the world beneath the keep, acquired. Blueprints of the sluice, acquired. Original surveys of the mines of Mount Forja, acquired. Nandrew in the garden, acquired. This bitch. She got the stuff. My theory, she got this info to the male council member. I can't remember his name, and then he fed that to the Steel Garrote. That's why they're in the thing. I'm not gonna read all this. This is a song to Wotica. I'm not trying to bust out in song right now. As good as it would be for all of us. Meditations on the Garden. A thick text written in Pagrunan runes, copied across the manifold pages, are poems, tracts, and stories that have been collected from across generations. The garden is something different for each of us. A sacred duty handed down by our forebears. A responsibility without hope for reward. A glorious glimpse at something beyond our imagining. A place where our most intimate dreams can come true. A paradise where fresh water flows like lava, or where crops grow unburdened by sulfur and ash. A playground where laughter blows like wind, or a silent sanctuary to soothe the faithful soul. Some say a god lies there, while others believe it is a trick, played by our ancients to give us a reason to live in this furnace. There isn't just one garden, but many, one for every soul that has ever served it, defined by our hopes and dreams, and darkened by our regrets. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. Choice is a luxury we earn through peace. Struggle was our fundamental nature. Even when our war banners sit idle, mankind foments strife. Friends argue with fists. Lovers kindle jealousies. Merchants compete with lies. Wherever mankind goes, struggle follows. Magran is goddess of fire and war, not bloodshed and conquest. Though many in Red Saris would tell it differently. How bitter they must be that Magran's priests were able to destroy a god made manifest. How bitter indeed. We worship Magrin, are not idle barbarians or cloistered mystics. We are soldiers, armorers, watchmen, and bodyguards. Artisans of conflict and protectors of our families and flags. We do not salivate for battle. We view war as unwelcome, but struggle is our fundamental nature. We do not pray for strife. We pray for the wisdom to resolve it quickly. We do not wish for war, but when it inevitably must be fought, we find divine ecstasy in discipline, efficiency, and excellence. Magrin, guide us to the battle that is just and fair. Let us be your fire that burns away the profane, leaving only the righteous. If struggle is our fundamental nature, let victory be an inevitable state of grace. Meditations in the Garden. We read that one. The Book of the Before. A well-loved tome, pages rendered by age. It was written by Nandrew, founder of Solace Keep. The ruins of those who came before are to be found all throughout the living lands. Those who came before must have had the entire isle under their control. Building such wonders must have taken centuries of work. They are found beneath even Solace itself. These were a people who thrived until they did not. Yes, these lands are beset with evils, and yes, the beasts that roam and the plants that grow are cruel. But such a people as those who came before could not have been brought low by mere bears or a putrid fungus. Only a spiritual rot could so destroy a people. So I pray to Wodika for guidance. So I pray to preserve my soul from the true evil of these lands. Ability point. Alright, we gotta have words with this chick over here.
Envoy, the book! I need the book. Have you got the Book of the Before?
I found a list of stolen books with your name on it. Can you explain?
Puito. I don't know anything about it.
I cannot imagine a more terrible crime than peddling history to the highest bidder. Giving away the past as though it were your own.
Please, just give me the list.
Who's the buyer? Tell me what you know.
No, I can't do that. Just give me the damn list.
You're the thief who's been... You're the thief, the one who's been stealing all the books, aren't you?
Me? That's an insane accusation.
I think Elder Gregor needs this more than you.
No. Please don't.
I'll think about it. I'm not gonna think about it. It's going straight to the big guy. Wait, is there like a button to unlock this here? No. Let's go around.
The books. For Nandru's sake, do you have them?
Give him the burn list. I found this in the library. Dolna's been stealing your
What is
books.
that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Dolna, were you so unhappy here that you had to do this? I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... Ugh, it did not have to be this way.
Did you know anything about this?
No. It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. But, well, there you are.
I have the books right here. Take them.
Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and the Book of the Before. Our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave us now. May this token show our thanks, and may Nando's
2100 gold.
find its way even to you.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. I'm fucking.
I have wares.
I'm beat. I think I'm gonna call it there. That's a good stopping point. We got to check out the Ash Forest. Got to do this, and then we'll work our way down. And next time we play this, I will get this finished up. Okay, I'm gonna go and relax. I should be live tomorrow for the raid. I'll see why not. We'll go live for the raid. And then anything else before or after that, maybe. Or maybe just the raid, we'll see. But have a good night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. That felt good. That was a good yawn. I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Enjoy them bagels. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.